Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your Astro Reels reading. It's such a pleasure to read for you. And as you know, you don't have to have any significant Sagittarian placements in order for this reading to be for you. And you don't have to be watching at the time that this message is being done in order for this reading to be for you. If it resonates, then there could be some messages here for you. If you'd like to work more personally with me in any capacity, we have quite a few options. You know exactly where to find me. Just go ahead and connect to my Etsy page. And it's called A Compassionate Heart. One word. Makes a difference. It has to be one word. A Compassionate Heart on Etsy. And yeah, you can read up there, check out some reviews, and book any readings there or healing sessions. Now, welcome. I'm actually still collecting myself a bit from the Scorpio reading I just did. Wow, of course, leave it to Scorpio to really get into the energies, right? And so it was really an emotional connection with, oh God, I don't want to think about it again, with the energies, because they were dipping into the grief of the collective. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out as yet, feel free to check that out. But it was a really beautiful and gracious connecting. But since your girl... me, I'm not ashamed. Maybe this is the Taurus in me, you know. We tend to just, I don't know. You either have a very materialistic Taurus or the one Taurus that never changes their phone. Like my phone is is the iPhone 6S Plus. Yes, you heard that correctly, from 2015, and it does not have a pause button. When I'm recording video, which is just a lame. And I know I should just upgrade, right? But anyway, who wants to spend an extra $100 a month when I'm only paying like 50 bones a month anyway, that's a whole different story. Okay, let's continue with the reading, guys. Get out of my phone bills, okay? There we go. Thank you. Oh, there are two cards, Page of Shields and the Mother card. So in this reading, we're going to be taking a look at our Sagittarius energies. And thank God that Sagittarius tends to have a little bit more levity, a little bit more buoyancy when they're ready. You know, our Sages are the optimists of the zodiac. But I do have to say, though, that sometimes you guys give me Seven of Cups vibes, like confusion vibes. It's. I feel like it's very easy to find a confused, not confused like Piscean or Cancerian. Well, Cancerians don't usually strike me as confused, but not like confused where I'm just really like, I don't know where to go, I don't know what I'm doing, like indecision. I mean, like you would probably like lost, not lost, but like I got this backpack on and I'm wandering. Yeah, maybe I'm lost, but I'll see where it leads. It's kind of like that. So during exploration, I'm getting a little bit of a sense of that energy. Now, it's interesting because I'm getting the words "lost without you." Isn't there a song? Lost. Da, 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 lost without you, living your something like that. Yeah, I'm kind of almost seeing that, and it's got there's the grief card, by the way, some grief energies. But look, this almost looks like some fingers about. Oh, was it lost in your eyes? She's like pushing this to the side. So there is the optimism that we're looking for, especially after coming out of that Scorpio reading where we need the enjoyment to come back again. So if this reading is for you, whoever you are, and you could use a pick-me-up, I do want to remind you that these energies go high and low for reasons, but it's all cyclical. Once Sagittarian energies start to come back into the fro, we start to get a little bit more uplifted. What I am getting, though, is that there was a lesson learned. So here's the question for you. How resilient would you consider yourself? Whatever you've gone through recently and that you're still continuing to go through, and to be honest, you're probably closing out a lot of cycles right now. The question is, how resilient are you? How resilient can you be? And part of one's ability to be resilient is really dependent upon their ability to assign a purpose to what it is that they've been through or they're experiencing. Now, some may call that a crutch, right? Oh, well, you have to put a purpose to something to give yourself, like, to feel better. Well, assigning meaning, especially if the meaning is a healthy and sustainable one, can be very, 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 very helpful and be worthwhile. It can get you back into feeling motivated for taking life on again, for trying again, for putting one foot in front of the other. So what I'm seeing here is that maybe something that you can take away from, some connections that you've had in the past, whether they went well or not, is kind of, well, did it serve me well? What did I learn? What can I chalk this up to? So make it mean something. And in fact, look at the next card that we have here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is, again, acknowledging that we're moving into a different reality. Whoever you are, you guys collectively are moving into your own individual realities, but also still playing a role collectively. But the question is, who is your new collective going to be? And who's going to be in there? Am I going to be still in your collective? Sure, maybe, maybe not, right? Is your ex going to be in your collective? I don't know. It really just depends on what energetic things were being cleared up. Spirit is saying right now that if you're stuck wondering, well, if I move forward, will I get to have this friend or this family member or this situation, this job? Will I get to keep this lifestyle, whatever? But they're saying don't command yourself to any one lot in life, is what they're saying. Wow. Just like these three gals, they're working together, these three girls, they've all got cups there. Let's say if they're friends, they are improving their odds of receiving something that's going to be helpful for them because they've put their feelers out. So for some of you who may be looking into what to get into in your future, whether it's in terms of connections, like maybe you're just trying to make new friends now, or whether you're trying to improve your income or find a new job, the idea is don't put all of your eggs in one basket, of course, and also close off where you were before, because what I'm seeing is you don't want to stay in a place where it's hot. Now take a look here on this side where you're going. We see the Knight of Wands, and they're saying he's putting himself into miracle mindedness, miracle readiness. You see how he has this cute little flame on top of his head? So does this cute little baby on the Sun card, which is the most, the best card in the deck, pretty much, right? So he's aligning with a positive future for himself. He's diversifying his approach, whether it's to people, to money, to jobs, to lifestyle, opening up. But look what he's left behind. Look at this Emperor, the Father card, or the Emperor card. Look at this literally active volcano behind him. Then we have the King of Wands. This guy's head is on fire. So whatever you're moving out of, regardless of what you talked yourself into, how you talked yourself into thinking this was okay, this was not okay. For some of you, it has to do with work. Some of you may not have been making the money that you wanted. You may not have been surrounded by the that's so funny. So you may not have been surrounded by the right ideals or principles. Maybe you're working for a company that you've noticed over time has started to slacken its integrity. Right? And what's once started out as like, wow, I really can get behind this company and what they're doing for people, what they're doing for me, what they're doing for their employees. I can really get behind it. But over time, you may have noticed that they're starting to go in a direction that's really just increasingly becoming out of integrity. But it's pushing you out of your integrity, and aligning with them keeps you in that non-integritous zone. And so maybe what's the question you ask yourself was, why am I still here then? And then if your only answer is for survival, get out. Get out, right? Start looking into other options. I'm also seeing here that maybe some of you may have been feeling micromanaged. I'm also getting here, some of you may be in the medical profession. I'm seeing in particular that it's not the job you're quitting or the industry. You're quitting your boss. And actually, that's what people tend to quit. People don't quit jobs, they quit management, right? And so maybe some of you may have been feeling like you are an integral part of the team, but that you're not being recognized as such. Some of you may be feeling like you're just in a workaday kind of situation. I'm seeing micromanagement, and I have to keep it all the way 100 when I see this. Some of you are working, it seems like a lot of work related things, but it could also be relationship wise, right? Or connection wise, or just any wise. But some of you may actively be choosing to remain in a situation that boom, boom, boom is triggering your karma, your Saturn. Let Saturn go, yo. Saturn, actually, what I mean by let Saturn go is sometimes we've got Saturn overhead, like right now. You go check where it's falling in your natal chart and you'll see what area of life you're feeling the burn. But whatever it is, it's signifying here that sometimes the lesson is hanging over our heads and we just have to remain there to learn it. And even if we leave that place, we're going to continue learning that lesson elsewhere. But sometimes the lesson is, have you had enough? And when you're finally like, I've had enough, then you keep going out of that and boom, that's the A+. Sometimes the lesson is to walk away. Walk away. Look at these two walking away, into this boat they go, right? So the question is, how long are you going to keep yourself out in the cold? Look at this man out in the cold. 4 of Pentacles, holding on to meagerness. 11 minutes, 22 seconds. So if you find yourself on this call, doggone it, you're worth it. You are worth better than whatever this situation is showcasing you. Whoa, look at the 4 of Swords. Now let's take a look here. The Page of Shields. This is a cute little pagelet. It's you holding on to this Ace of Coins. But the question is, why are you holding on to this Ace of Coins when it's no longer really yielding for you? It can be an Ace of Coins, but if it's not paying your bills, what are we doing? In other words, this could be a Fortune 500. This could be a great catch of a person that you're with. This could be a wonderful organization, whatever it is that this could be a great card that you're looking at. But if it's not meeting your specific needs for integrity, for financial security, for trust, for reliability, for friendship, for warmth, for all of these things, then it's time to, I almost said migrate. So some of you may be actually, and then I almost said emigrate. So some of you may be actually being pushed to move to a whole new different location for work purposes. This does not need to only be about work, but I'm keeping it 100 and I'm seeing a lot of Pentacalians on here. I also want to point out the World card, which signifies the ending of something, is showing here. And on the World card, we've got all 4 suits. We've got the Wands, we've got the Swords, we've got the Cups, and we've got the Pentacles. Here, what's featuring prominently is the Pentacles. So something about this is ending. Some situation that was giving structure to your life. Again, it could be a relationship, could be a lifestyle, whatever. I'm still sniffling from that last reading. 13 minutes, 13 seconds. What's happening? Could be a mindset. Whatever it is, it's not serving you. And if you're being real with yourself, you realize you could do better. And probably why you're not going out there to do better is because there's some part of you that is unsure about what you're heading into. Could even be about a living situation, whatever. You're unsure about what you're heading into. You have no idea maybe whether it's going to pan out. And what keeps a lot of us stuck is that we don't have the faith and trust that something of value will come to us in the time that we need it. But you have to start making the moves ideologically. A shift is needed. Start praying, opening up to the illumination. And the illumination can definitely simply start by just calling a spade a spade. If it ain't what it used to be, why are we still here? And what I like about this 4 of Swords, oh, I picked up 3 cards. Oh my God, stop it. The Chariot card moving straight ahead. Look at her. She's got one dragon here, so she's aware. I'm telling you about it. And then we've got 2 dragons. Get on it. But then we've got the 4 of Swords, which is a rest, temporary rest. But what I like here, so it's like, should I keep going? Should I go or should I not go? The idea here is you've been notified. So start revving your engine, start allowing yourself to splay yourself open and receive the sun, receive the illumination, receive the understanding. Because guess what? Who's sending that? Oh my God, stop it. See, there are the rays of light from something higher. But I said, stop it, because this is the 8 of Wands. definitely divine communication will be coming in to give you a push in the right direction, but that's not yet. So if you think you know now, don't act. Bye.